I bought this camera mount, so theoretically I can move my camera wherever I feel like for recording purposes. I can move it like way far back. Never mind. Hello friends, hope everyone's doing well. 2023 is here. I've been in it for around 10 hours and I already hate it, so if you're still able to get out of it, I highly advise you do so. Godspeed. Last year was a much tougher year to get through than I anticipated. I actually watched my 2022 video back a few days ago, and it struck me how many of the things I wanted to do last year that just didn't end up happening. Obviously, flying back and forth to Los Angeles for the NAL every week posed its own set of challenges, but then there were some additional things like not doing 2 majors last year, not being able to keep up with uploading or streaming, and some other personal problems under the hood that just kept on increasing the difficulty level more. 2022 was a year where I needed to learn how to deal with adversity because not everything went the way that I wanted it to. And to be honest, I didn't handle it very well then, and I still have problems dealing with it now. I learned a lot of lessons the hard way last year, like how to deal with crushing disappointment, what happens when I don't perfectly articulate what I mean to convey, how damaging social media has been on my psyche, that's a big one, how to deal with fear of missing out or not being included in something, and a couple other things. And like I said, I'm still learning about all of that stuff and how best to incorporate it into my life. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. I just feel like sharing. And it also has the benefit of whenever I mention stuff like this in a public setting, it sometimes makes it easier to deal with because that stuff can't hide. It's out in the open. And a lot of those roadblocks are things that directly inhibited my ability to do the things I wanted to do last year. But last year was also last year. Here's what I want to do this year. I want to upload way more. I want to grow this channel again and make a lot of the things that I've kept in notepads or in my brain. Last year, we actually went backwards in subscribers because of my inactivity, and you can argue that Siege content doesn't get that many views these days anyway, but I would rather make all of these videos that I want and then just see how they do, rather than not upload them and just watch this channel waste away. I'm not going to set an upload schedule just because that kind of feels arbitrary, and I have a pretty good idea for what I can do to make sure I'm working in the right direction, and I'm not going to set a subscriber goal or anything like that, like whether you know about it or internally to myself, but just know subscribers is going to be the progress metric I'll be working with in the future. So stop unsubbing, damn it. If I can settle into a healthy upload increase, then I'll see what I can do about streaming consistently again. Right now, I really only do it for like co-streams and big announcements, which from my experience are way better streams than typical gameplay ones anyway, but we have a fantastic community on Twitch. Whenever I have a reason to go live, it reminds me of just how much fun I have with this community, and I don't just want to throw that at the wolves. But streaming will depend on how I'm able to fit that in around YouTube work, so one step at a time here. From a broadcast talent perspective, I'll be upfront with you. I didn't really like much of my work from last year. I think the Berlin major was the best broadcast work I've done in my career, and SI in February was a close second, but I have a hard time watching my own work back. I mean, you think Reddit is harsh on me sometimes? Trust me, no one is harder on myself than I am. I think I'm cringy. I think I lose track of what I'm saying mid-sentence too often, and I try to be the smart guy and be like super analytical when I know that my own strengths lie in being more big picture and focusing on different things from what your typical broadcast analyst would do. So if I'm brought back for SI and the NAL next year, I want to focus on changing up my demeanor a little bit, giving viewers more like fun things to focus on and praising things that people do well more so than being harsh on the things that they do poorly. That actually sounds like a pretty good life hack in general, I think. More praising, less harsh. Sounds a lot better too. And why do I think I can do all of this? Because I realized last year that I spent way too much time vegetating on Twitter and YouTube, trying to escape my feelings and sleeping. So That's a lot of time that I can put towards improving all of this stuff, as well as a few other things outside of that, like continuing my own weight loss journey. I'm now down over 20 pounds from my heaviest weight this summer, and I still have a long way to go. I'll also probably be moving at some point in the next couple of months. When and where I don't have perfectly locked down yet, but that will be a project unto itself if it happens. And when it does, trust me, you'll know about it. But mostly this year, I want to take the lessons that I needed to learn from last year and apply them better and more frequently. I don't really think I want or need a repeat of 2022 for myself. For all of the fun things that I got to do last year and all the people I got to spend time with, I'm happier to leave 2022 in my rear view. I spent a lot of time escaping my problems and feelings instead of doing things that would actually help advance my career and my agenda. This year, I feel oddly more determined to work hard than I think I've been in a long time. I want to improve my craft. I want to be a better friend. I want to enhance who I am beyond just this box of work and constantly seeking public approval. I feel like moderating myself and my expectations is going to be good for trying to make this a healthier year. You obviously can't prepare for everything that life throws at you, right? But I know what I want. And this year, I think I'm more prepared than I've ever been to do whatever it takes to get it. Dragging you along for the ride, whether you like it or not, but thanks for being here. And if you are here, it means the world that you've taken time from your day to give me your attention. I'm thankful for that with every upload, every tweet, honestly. So I'll give you more reasons to keep on giving it to me, assuming you're willing, because this is a two-way street, you and I. The content machine is incoming. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you haven't already. And yeah, welcome to the new year. I'll see you later. Peace.